So yeah, you've got to look at the way of sitting. This is for Anza. So normally in fudoza like this with your legs crossed, you can't get up, or being able to kick and do things is a lot harder because your legs are twisted. So with shindenfudo, there's a stance called Anza, and Anza is essentially one leg sits behind like this, so you're sitting on it. The other leg comes in front like this. So it gives the illusion that you're sitting in fudoza, but the thing about Anza here is you can rise and kick. So depending which leg is forward, depends how you move. But it looks quite easy getting up this way and just rising and kicking. But it actually took me a lot of time to figure out how to get the body to do this. So if I was sitting here, the thing about this stance and all of the shindenfudo movements is that it makes you use your center and your spine and your chest with that whole fudo shin idea, or the immovable heart, trying to move from this area. So you can actually rock in this stance. And if you use your body weight correctly, so if I try to lift now, I can't get up. If I try to use my leg, I can't get up. You have to rise from your spine and your body, so you can't use your leg power alone to lift you up and get this to happen. So if you unfold, the power is in this leg at the back, but you have to, it's kind of a way of training yourself to move in this movement. So if you've got a partner and you're looking at a lot of the techniques, here's one we prepared earlier. It's Chris.
Oh my God.
So what he would do, he's going to step forward and grab me here. From Anza, if I rock my body, I can release the leg to kick him. That was actually a fairly decent kick. And then use this rocking motion of my body to come back and take him in this way. So you're paying attention to, we'll just swap sides. If he grabs, I'll be careful this time. I use my body to move here, which allows me to rise and use my leg. And that's really the benefit of being able to move in this way here. So he's grabbing down, move this way, I can kick him, you can use this leg. That takes a bit of work in getting this to happen. And a lot of it is in that body movement of how you're rocking. Now that movement is in all of the techniques. If you're using a war hammer, it makes you strike with your body in this way. I'm using the war hammer this way, striking up. When you're doing techniques, say Nichigeki if we're looking at, so what Chris will do on this one, if the hand's by the side, this is where he's stepping in to throw me. So he has to commit to really trying to throw. And this type of movement, as you see, Nichigeki, solar strike. So if I slow that down, as he grabs here, watch the center of my body and how this stays connected. And this turn here is what breaks his balance and spine. If I move now, here he goes. So you can get that same feeling through all of the techniques. So first you want to be training this not as a method of fighting. So don't look at this as here, as when the guy grabs you, here, oh, I'm going to be striking here, you're moving in this way. Forget it. Just focus on controlling yourself. Focus on using your body, sitting maybe, kicking, and the movement, how to access your legs and stay in your structure. Notice the movement gets small. It's no longer big and taking in these types of way. It's the little movements here. These types of things are going to really show up a lot more when you start training Takagi Yoshinryu for your fourth dan. So you want to focus on just yourself and how, what's the same type of movement, I'm moving in this way here. The same type of movement that keeps showing up in all of these techniques. So Anza is important for just giving you this way of moving. Again, if we see standing and things like this. So with a lot of these techniques, Anza shows up, which tells you that is an important piece of the entire school. So just focus on that alone by yourself, just sitting 1 meter behind here and practice this rocking of the body until you can stand up. You're riding that rhythm of your body movement. If you're coming in and grabbing me in any way you like, this way here. So now I'm trying to use my body to take his balance, grabbing a different way. Here, here. No force, no throwing, something different. So this is the end of what shows up in shindenfudo ryu is shizen, natural. So you use natural body movements as a way to break their balance. So last one. Yeah. Okay. And that begins with Anza in this way of moving. Here we go.